Hello, my name is Wonko. I've been drawing for about 8 years. However, this year really wanted to push myself and I want to draw every day for a whole 365 days or a year. And here's some things I learned from drawing every day for 120 days straight now. So first, always warm up before you draw. And this can be as simple as placing two dots at the side of a paper and drawing and trying to connect them and drawing over it again. Now, what this does is it primes you to draw with your shoulder and it gets you more loose for your drawings. You overall just get better drawings. And I learned this tip very recently actually, so mine are still really loose and bad. Like as you can see, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to draw from one side to the other and one point to the other, and over again on the same line without any frayed edges or edges that stray from the line. And as you can see, I'm getting better at that. And the more you get better at that, it actually helps in your drawings in multiple ways. Whether you have the painterly style or you have the anime style, the drawing makes the painting. So your mark making or the way you put strokes on the paper or digital, what I'm working with, matters actually a lot. And so I'm trying to improve that and improve that overall, make your drawings better, and especially drawings with your shoulder. That'll like ingrain a really good habit you should have already in your head. So that's tip number one. Tip number two, don't ignore the fundamentals. They're important. They're fundamental for a reason. Things like perspective, proportions, values, they're super important. And it's fun to run away from them. I know I have for these 8 years I've been drawing. Uh, I've run away from them the whole time, not gonna lie. I've never practiced a single one of them. I was too busy drawing fucking one single eye in my stupid sketchbook and nothing was and I was wondering why I wasn't getting better at drawing. The previous tip actually plays into this tip because the previous tip, if you do more advanced warm-ups, you can search those online, things like drawing boxes with circles at the end of them and trying to with the 2 points and trying to I don't know, see the center of the square or the cube and rotating it in 3D. Those actually help with things like perspective and proportion. And yeah, overall it's just good for the long run. You'll find it a bit boring at the time, but trust me, it'll be worth it in the end. Tip number three, be risky with your art and be ambitious with your art. Now, being risky and ambitious, while the fundamentals is important, it's important to go out of your comfort zone a lot. And that's the only way you'll actually progress. The people who play it safe don't progress as well because they want to focus on the fundamentals and don't actually create what they want to create. And that actually sets you behind. And being risky with your art and ambitious takes a lot of vulnerability because you have to fail a lot. Actually, I was gonna put another drawing here, but I failed in that, so I just decided to not put it. I know it's kind of counterintuitive in my advice, but still, I just want to share an example with you. But yeah, being risky like helps a lot. It helps you find your style, what you like to draw, and what you need to improve on in your fundamentals. Yeah, it just overall helps you develop. And it can even help you, again, just develop a style in general. If you want to do that, be risky. Try a bunch of different styles and then you can choose one. Don't sell one immediately. Fourth tip, if you get bored of one subject, just go on to the other. Now, this is more of a tip to help with burnout. I actually might make a whole video on this, but basically, I know I said again, I know I said don't ignore the fundamentals. Wow, I keep messing that up. But yeah, don't ignore the fundamentals. But if you get bored of them, just go into something different. Like I got bored of anatomy, so I went to uh, environments. Or I got bored of environments, so I went to character design, back to character design and anatomy. Or I went to rendering practice. Anything. If you go from one to another, you'll find a bunch of different things you again like to draw, maybe even help develop a style, and you won't suffer the burnout because you'll want to keep drawing and you'll want to keep going the next day and figure out something else to draw. Fifth tip, practice a lot. I know this goes without saying, but I've been drawing for 120 days straight. And before this, I wasn't really drawing at all, actually. I know I said I drew for 8 years, but like at least 4 of those years were just not even drawing at all, like drawing for 1 month and then like skipping for the next 11. Drawing for 120 days straight has taught me like I have so much to learn still after all this time, and that this is really helping me get my mileage and learning what I need to improve on and what I need to keep drawing. So just keep drawing and fail a lot. It goes up with the last tips. Fail a lot because the more you fail, the more you learn. My sixth tip, use references. I know people say, people encourage not using references by saying like, "Oh, did you draw this from memory? Oh my God, this is so cool." Bro, just use references. Trust me, you'll improve in your art so much. The more I use references, the more I realize this. Like, there's nothing else to be said. Just use references. Finally, A really important tip to me: squint your eyes while you're drawing. Now, I know that might seem weird, but what happens is basically something called a gestalt effect. I forgot what the hell it's called in psychology, but it's when you squint your eyes, all you get to see is like the base drawing, and if you can recognize it from far. In fact, things to add on to this are to start small on your canvas to get the general shape in it. Because if you can view your drawing from far while your eyes are squinted, that's how you know it's readable, and you want your drawings to be super readable. But yeah, squinting your eyes will help distill your drawing down to values, shadows, and general colors, and you'll really see, like flipping the canvas, you'll really see what's wrong with it, and you might end up fixing stuff. So yeah, those are all the tips I have for now. I'm gonna continue drawing till the end of the year. Probably continue for the rest of my life actually drawing every day. But yeah, my Instagram's down below if you want to check it out. I post every day on there, all my sketches that I don't show on this YouTube channel. Okay, peace.